You make $10 an hour. After taxes, that is $8.17. You know this because you calculated it on your phone during your break, standing behind a building you do not own, eating a sandwich you packed at 6 a.m. because the cafeteria costs $9 and you cannot afford to eat where you work. Your rent is $1,100. Your paycheck is $1,340. That leaves you $240 for everything else. Gas, food, phone, the electricity bill that comes on the 15th. You do not have savings, you have a system. Every dollar has a job before it arrives. You check your bank account before every purchase. Not sometimes, every time. You have memorized the 4-second delay between tapping the app and seeing the number. That delay is the most stressful moment of your day. You tell yourself this is temporary. You get promoted, or you quit and find something better. Either way, you now make $35,000 a year. The first thing that changes is not what you buy, it is what you stop doing. You stop checking your bank account before buying coffee. You stop calculating the cost per mile of your commute. You stop pretending you already ate when coworkers ask you to lunch. You fill your gas tank all the way for the first time in 2 years. You stand at the pump and watch the numbers climb past $40, past $50, and you do not flinch. It is a strange kind of freedom, not luxury, just the absence of panic. You move to a better apartment, not nice, better. The shower has water pressure. The neighbors are quiet. There is a lock on the mailbox. You spend a Saturday assembling furniture from IKEA, and you feel something you have not felt in a long time. You feel like an adult. But $35,000 has a ceiling, and you can feel it. You can breathe, but you cannot move. You cover your bills. You eat without counting, but there is nothing left at the end of the month. No vacation. No investments, no safety net. One emergency, a broken car, a medical bill, a layoff, and you are back to $240. You are stable, but stable is not safe. Something shifts, a new job, a certification, a risk that pays off. You cross $50,000, $50,000 a year, the American median. You are now statistically average, and for the first time in your life, average feels like winning. You open a savings account. You put $200 in it every month. It is not much, but it exists. You have a cushion, you have breathing room. You have the thing that poverty never gave you, the ability to think about next month instead of surviving this one. You start noticing money in a new way, not the absence of it, but the presence. You see what your friends drive. You see what your coworkers wear. You start comparing. You Google salary for my position and the number is higher than what you make. You feel underpaid for the first time. Not because you are earning less, but because you finally believe you are worth more. This is the trap of $50,000. You have enough to live, but not enough to stop wanting. You negotiate, you switch companies, you leverage an offer against a counteroffer. You play the game you did not know existed when you were making $10 an hour. You land at $75,000. The noise stops. You wake up on a Saturday and your first thought is not about money. It is about what you want to do today. Not what you can afford to do, what you want. This has never happened before. You lie in bed for a moment and you realize that silence, the absence of financial anxiety, is the most expensive thing you have ever owned. You buy your first piece of furniture that is not from IKEA. You book a vacation without checking your balance first. You start a retirement account and a man in a suit explains compound interest and you nod and you understand about 60% of it, but you sign anyway because you can afford to think about the future now. Your friends from the $10 an hour days still text you. Some of them are proud of you. Some of them are not. You learn that money does not just change what you can buy. It changes who stays. $100,000. 6 figures. You have dreamed about this number since you were 22 years old. You imagined champagne. You imagined a watch. You imagined feeling like you had arrived. You do not feel like you arrived. You feel like you walked through a door and found another hallway with more doors. The taxes are higher than you expected. The lifestyle is more expensive than you planned. You live in a nicer apartment in a neighborhood where $100,000 is the starting salary, not the destination. You go to dinner with people who make $300,000 and they complain about money. You sit there and you think about the sandwich behind the building and you say nothing, but something has shifted permanently. You are no longer solving for survival. You are solving for meaning. The question is no longer, can I afford this? The question is this what I want? And that question is harder, because when you were broke, the world made your choices for you. Now you have to make them yourself. You start a side project, or you invest, or you negotiate equity. Something catches, the number climbs, $150,000, $200,000. Then a year where everything aligns, the raise, the bonus, the investment, the exit, and you look at your tax return and it says $1 million. $1 million in a single year. You sit with that number for a long time. You do not buy a Lamborghini. You do not fly first class. You call your mother and you tell her. She is quiet for a moment. Then she says, "Are you eating enough?" You laugh, and then you cry. Not because of the money, because you remember the $240. You remember the 4-second delay on the banking app. You remember the sandwich behind the building. You remember the version of yourself that calculated $8.17 an hour and thought, "This is temporary." It was, but you did not know that then. And the person who made $10 an hour needed to hear it. The money did not change who you are. It changed what you hear. At $20,000, you hear the register. At $50,000, you hear the silence. At $100,000, you hear the doors. At $1 million, you hear your mother asking if you are eating enough, and you finally understand that the only number that matters is the one you call when you have no one left to impress.